All right, so for today, March 11th, did two trades. We're down 25 bucks. I'm not worried about it at all, to be honest, because again, my approach to this is like the dollar amount just doesn't matter. I don't really care about it. Only thing that I'm trying to focus on is just like consistency, making sure I'm sticking to the rules, because if I do, then profitability is just right around the corner. So quickly go over the first trade right here. I'm gonna bring the volume profile right here. So I took this on the retest as it drops down, and I want this to retest back onto these levels, and it's gonna continue in that short-term direction. This is textbook. This is exactly what I'm looking for. But what I realized was that this worked, right? But the actual move itself was this one, the second one, as it retested like very obviously, and then going back down. So that was the first trade right here. It still worked. I stuck to my rules 1 to 1, waited for the retest in the direction of the short-term trend, everything like that. Um, but on the second one, I was like, oh shoot, like another trading opportunity is going to come up because he's going to ramp all the way back up. All what I was wanting this to do basically is, I remember I was watching over the recording again. I drew these arrows right here because remember I was talking about how drawing these arrows can kind of help me kind of um, watch for movements that I would want to see ideally. So I was going to long like this. This is what I wanted to do. Well, that's exactly what I did, right? But I put a limit order right here so that eventually when it does trace back, it could long, right? But the issue with this is that because I put a limit order on this exact candle at 1031 right here, it actually, I'm going to clear this up so it's easier to see. But what it did was like it broke through all the way here, and then it just went back down to then fill my limit order, and then just continued, and then just went straight down, right? And that ideally, well, obviously, isn't what I'm waiting for. But if I'm gonna do limit orders, what I have to do is wait for a clear breakthrough. So I would want to see ideally multiple candles here. If I could, is drawing available? I don't know if drawing is available on this. Um, let's see. No, I don't think drawing is available on this one. But that's what happened. If I did market, I don't think I would have taken this trade, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. A loss is a loss. Um, but looking back, I should have waited for multiple candle confirmations of a breakthrough and then a confident retest, right? Um, but what I did good was I stuck to my rules. I kind of assumed this as an upward trend, to be honest with you guys, because it had such a strong reaction to the upside. But I should take a look at the bigger picture a little bit more. Even just a few minutes earlier, it's like big downtrend, right? Um, Now, the main lessons from this, I wrote these down. There's four things. Um, First, obviously, wait for this clear retest with multiple candle confirmations. A good example of this would be right here. It broke all the way through these levels. I wouldn't have taken this trade because this is a C setup, only one key level right here at previous day value area high. But this was a strong confirmation that it broke through and then a clean retest onto this level. And I should have put a limit order right here, right above that candle, and then going for a quick 1 to 1, something like that, right? That should have been the play. But obviously in this situation here, when I put the limit order too early, it just when it wicked through, and I was like, oh shoot, it broke out. I'm gonna put that limit order so that eventually when it comes back down here, I can long it. It accidentally, or not accidentally, it went down, filled my order, and then just kept going down and just stopped me out like instantly, right? So that's not ideal. But this right here is an ideal scenario. Another example is this one right here. This is actually a trade I missed because I was not like really focused. What I was really looking for here was a breakthrough to the downside and then a proper retest to then short. That's what I was looking for. But the issue with that is, well, it didn't break through all the way, right? Not confidently. And what it actually did was reject or support this very well, very clearly. And in this moment, I shouldn't have. I was thinking when I was trading, I was thinking, oh shoot, my trade idea is not there, so I'm just gonna look away. I'm gonna do something else because I'm bored. But especially when the price is near these key levels, I should really just be focusing in on here because what happened was it supported super strongly up until VWAP band 1 and then retested this level to then go long. So I should have, this is a clear, again, a clear reaction from a key level and then a retest, and I should have taken this long right here, right? And then under this candle for a quick 1 to 1, right? That was my trade. I missed it. That's the first lesson. The second lesson is really focusing when the price is near levels, right? Um, like for example, this I didn't trade after this because what I actually did was change my rules to just 2 trades for the entire day. That's it. I don't want to do any more, any less. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but anyways, really focusing on the market when price is near these levels because these are the only trading opportunities that I have. If it's like anywhere above here or anywhere in between these levels, like right here, like I can't trade these things. Like I can't really do anything. So I should really just make sure that I'm not distracted and doing other things like checking chat, like Discord chats and stuff like that while I'm trading, to be honest. Or at least keep it to a minimum or maybe just put it to the side so that I could really just have this open. I think one issue was that I was doing everything in one monitor. So next time I'm gonna bring my iPad so I can have an extra screen. Um, but that's the second lesson. Third lesson is I'm gonna make this a little bigger, if that's even possible. Maybe that's too big. But the third lesson is I'm gonna update the rules to 2 trades per day total and also limit orders only. Um, and I think by doing that, it just makes my life a little easier. And I'll actually do that right now. So go here, this stuff, I'm just gonna do 2 trades per day max. And then I think this is good. I think the rest of this is still good. I think this is still good. I'm gonna also put wait for clear retest with multiple candle information. Clear reaction. Okay, and limit orders only. Well, I'm confident I can do this, but I'll just keep it on there so I can continue to remind myself. But that's basically the day. What I want to quickly go over is um, like other opportunities that I missed out on because of these things that I wasn't doing well. So first thing is this one that I already pointed out, right? So I just gotta focus when the price is near these levels. This one was also a good trade right here. I wouldn't have, to be honest, I wouldn't have taken this because we're just working off of one level. I don't want to do that. Um, Maybe I could have added the confirmation or confluence that it rejected really high from these value area highs here. So we're just in a huge downtrend, but whatever, it's fine. It broke all the way through. Another place I could have taken a good trade right here is here, right? At this point, I'll bring this volume profile up right here. At this point, it taps. There's so many fucking levels here. It's insane. There's overnight value area high, PDPOC, overnight POC, VWAP, and current session value area low. Like this is like a retarded amount. It's like the perfect trade setup. Like there's no way. And look, it's like dumping right now. So like in the future, I think a good idea is to take it here, or even like let's pretend that this is like right here. Yeah, it taps into value area low, current session value area low. So I would have taken this trade right here, put in the stop loss right at here, or maybe even behind this high volume node, right? 37 points. I know this is such a big stop loss, but like I just don't care because like if I believe in the trade idea, I wanna take it, and I'd probably just try to go for previous day value area low or even overnight value area low. Now I wouldn't do this, but that is something I could explore later down the line. But this is another trade that I missed. Well, to be fair, I did hop off like right after this, and it was like chopping a bunch. I was like, nah, I don't want to take this. So I hopped off. That's totally fine. And another one that I missed is this upward trend right here, and then retesting on this stack level. Reason why I got out of here is that even though we were at this really, this stack, list of levels, it didn't really do anything. It just kept like going. It kept going up, but like very hesitantly. And so I didn't really like that action. And so I wasn't really on the charts during this time. But I missed this long right here. I missed this short. I wouldn't have taken this, so this one doesn't count. I missed this long because, well, I didn't read it properly. And then I also missed this long right here. Not that one. And also missed this short. And that's fine though. It means there's a lot of opportunity and I only need to take 2. That's it. And if there's this much opportunity on a given day, then you know, I should really just be choosing the highest quality setups. For example, like this one. For example, like this one right here. Um, what are places where I would have failed? Probably, well, this one, I would definitely count this as like a upward trend. Like, I don't like this. It rejects a bit, but I don't think I would have taken this, to be honest. I don't know. Because I would try to like take a quick fill right here, stop loss above overnight value area high, and going for a 1 for 1. It would have hit, but like with not much room for error. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, overall, I'm like honestly really happy with this day because I stuck to my rules, um, and I feel like I learned a lot more today. So that's always a good thing. And here's a here's a quick clip of me sticking to my rules because I lost one right here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.